Good evening. How are we all doing? Welcome to your match preview ahead of Bristol Rovers game against Walsall tomorrow in the first round of the FA Cup. First round of the FA Cup, man, it's one of my favourite days in the football calendar. I absolutely love it. I always enjoy the FA Cup, especially when Rovers are in it. You can't beat. I say the giant killings, but when there's a non-league team and they go on a stellar run, especially when they have to start in the competition relatively early, you can't beat the FA Cup. Sadly for me, it's a bit bittersweet this year. Obviously, no fans in attendance for any of the FA Cup games this season, so far at least, even the non-league teams who are classed as non-elite. Even though their seasons may have been suspended so far, I think the games are still going ahead tomorrow. I'm 95% sure of that. So I think the FA Cup is still continuing as normal, even if their seasons have been halted domestically, of course. But it's going to be interesting for Rovers tomorrow. Of course, coming up against a League Two side, Rovers not having the best run in the FA Cup in recent years, although they did reach the third round last year for the first time since 2014. So with a real chance then for Rovers to hopefully build on last season's relatively solid FA Cup run, although it was replays in every single round. Walsall, tomorrow's opponents for Rovers. Walsall, unbeaten, they've only lost one game so far this season in League Two. Darryl Clark, proving Walsall hard to beat so far this campaign, but have drawn 7 of their opening 11 league games. Walsall currently mid-table in League Two, only 3 points off the playoffs. Rovers, I think they've got to be looking for that victory. I know they didn't have the best results recently, a couple of home defeats and a draw against Rochdale, so only 1 point out of the last 9 available for Rovers. I know league results don't matter here, but Rovers will be looking to put things right, I think, and they don't want to go out to a side in the lower division. So I've got confidence in Rovers winning tomorrow. I'm not going to say Rovers are going to. I'm not going to sit here and say 100% Rovers are going to beat Walsall, but it's a game where Rovers have done pretty well down the years. We've got a pretty decent record against Walsall, albeit apart from the 6-1 away defeat there, 10 years ago now. But Rovers, historically haven't done too bad against Walsall over the last sort of 10 or 15 years at their ground. It's always one of my favourite away days personally. It's not too far to go. They've always treated us quite well, and Rovers always seem to take quite a good following there. So, in terms of where I think it's going to go, I think it's going to be a tight game tomorrow. Both teams haven't scored a great deal amount of goals this season. Walsall only scored just over a goal a game. I think Rovers are around a goal per game. So it's going to be a close one. I don't think it's going to be sort of 4 or 5 goals in it, but I do expect Rovers to just edge this one. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Rovers. In terms of a predicted lineup, I think Rovers will change and should change the lineup for Saturday. I don't think Rovers are going to make wholesale changes, but I wouldn't even be surprised to see a change in formation. So this is kind of, like I've always said before, I think this is a blend of what I think Garner will choose and what I would personally like. And I will just say I was right on Kilgore starting the game against Peterborough. So there you go. So in goal, I'm going to go with Jacola. Obviously, we'll be without him next weekend, but I'm going to go with Jacola in goal, although I won't be surprised if Van Stappershoff does play. Right back, if fit, I would say Mark Little, but it doesn't appear he's fit, so I'm going to go with Josh Hare. Centre-backs, I'm going to go with Max Amer and Alfie Kilgore. I think Kilgore needs a bit more game time, if you like, to get back into the swing of things. Left-back, I'm going to go with Ali Koiki. I can't pronounce his name properly, but I'm going to go with the new signing from the free agents, but formerly at Burnley. Right midfield, I'm going to go with Jaden Mitchell-Lawson if he is not cup-tied. If he is cup-tied, then obviously he won't be playing, but it depends on if Derby decide for him not to play. The 2 defensive midfielders, I'm going to go with Josh Grant and Ed Upson. I think those 2 will kind of just sit in front of the back 4. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Sam Nicholson. I think he's done well over the last few games and he deserves a start. In the sort of attacking role, just behind the striker, I'm going to go with Zane Westbrook. I really can't see Charlton letting Otzuma play, especially as they are in the same division there, but who knows. I think if Otzuma is not cup tied, I would rather him play in the team, and then maybe put Grant and Westbrook as the two centre midfielders there. So it kind of depend on who's cup tied there. And up front, I would go with Brandon Hanlon up front. So still a strong team. I just expect Rovers to just maybe change the formation a little bit. I know it's it could be a little bit interesting to see if a few players like the new wing back starts, or if Otstuma is allowed to play, like I said, from Charlton. So who knows? So I think that's how Rovers are shape up for tomorrow. So Walsall are not going to be easy to break down on paper. But it's first round FA Cup, man, and it's always one of my favourite weekends on the calendar. So hopefully it doesn't fail to live up to the expectation of myself. Because when that draw was made, man, I'm still a little kid. I love the FA Cup, and even the big teams don't take it seriously. I do, and I'll always be there for FA Cup games as much as I can. So sadly, of course, we can't be there for tomorrow, but I'll be cheering the boys on, and hopefully get through into the second round. I'll be up with your match recap at some point this weekend. Until then, stay safe, have a good weekend, and let's hope the Rovers can get through to the next round. Take care. Bye-bye.